Not long ago, getting a software company off the ground meant surviving a grueling marathon. You needed serious venture capital, months of runway, and a team of expensive engineers just to build version 1. Because of that friction, getting a functional, bug-free product out the door was a massive defense against competitors. The code itself was a fortress. Over the last 2 years, generative AI coding tools have dismantled that barrier. A single founder with the right prompts can now ship a complex, working application over a single weekend. The sheer difficulty of engineering a product is gone. It vanished almost overnight for everyone. Look at the latest Stack Overflow developer survey. Out of 50,000 developers, adoption is skyrocketing, with 84% using AI coding tools. This translates directly into output. Y Combinator startups are now shipping codebases that are 95% AI generated. This creates a very modern nightmare for founders, the weekend clone. Imagine a rival startup spins up on a Friday, points an AI at your web app, and replicates it in 48 hours. By Monday morning, they launch a tool with the exact same features and a pixel-perfect user interface, but they offer it for half your price. If a competitor offers the exact same software for less money, what keeps your paying customers from immediately canceling their subscriptions and walking away? The hardest part of running a tech company used to be building the software. Now, writing the code is the easiest part of the job. If absolutely anyone can build your product on demand, the code itself is no longer the reason people buy from you. Investors like Warren Buffett evaluate companies based on their moat, a durable competitive advantage that keeps rivals from simply walking in and taking your customers. Hamilton Helmer states a true advantage requires 2 things, a measurable benefit and a high barrier for competitors to reproduce it. Software used to satisfy both. Today, code still provides a benefit, but AI has dropped the barrier to reproduce it to 0. Without a barrier, your code is defenseless. A modern software company has to build its protection entirely on assets that live off the screen. The first of those uncopyable assets is your brand. Your brand is the specific set of expectations, associations, and accumulated trust that lives entirely inside your buyer's head. According to the massive Edelman Trust Barometer study across 15 global markets, buyer trust now carries the exact same weight as price and quality in a purchase decision. When faced with 2 identical tools, buyers reach for the name they recognize. The second asset is a loyal audience. When you consistently publish useful insights or a reliable newsletter, you build a group of people who pay attention to you, a base of credibility that compounds over time and never resets. Investor Peter Thiel argued that more tech companies fail from weak sales than from weak engineering. Strong distribution and direct access to your buyers will consistently beat a superior piece of isolated software. A rival can scrape your website and clone your app by lunchtime. They cannot spend their way into 2 years of earned credibility with your specific readers. There is a massive irony hiding inside this AI boom. The exact same developers leaning heavily on AI tools do not actually trust what those tools spit out. This graph visualizes the skepticism. Currently, only 29% of developers trust AI output to be accurate, a sharp drop from the previous year. AI can write software fast, but it cannot guarantee reliability. When a market is suddenly flooded with cheap, identical AI-generated clones, buyers get overwhelmed and naturally retreat to the safest, most established option. Human trust is your ultimate tiebreaker. Real customer reviews, named testimonials, and a reputation for showing up after the sale are the final mechanisms that win a customer when the products themselves look exactly the same. To figure out exactly what your company actually competes on, you can run a very simple diagnostic exercise right now. Take a look at this T-chart organizing business assets. On the left side, we have a ledger for everything a competitor could hypothetically clone over a weekend. This is where you list your features, your user interface, and your pricing tiers. Now look at the right side. This column is strictly for assets that take intense time and effort to build. This is where you put your industry reputation, your direct audience, your customer relationships, and your earned trust. That right column is your entire competitive strategy. Whatever item on that side is currently the weakest is exactly where you need to focus your marketing efforts before the end of the month. The barrier to building software is gone, and it is not coming back. But rather than a threat, Think of this as an industry-wide equalizer. The barrier evaporated for your competitors, too. AI turned speed and coding into cheap, accessible commodities. Because fast and easy are now available to everyone, the only truly defensible advantages you have left are the things that take a very long time to build.